Oh yeah, daddy. Hey, what's up, pitches? Welcome back to another video. It's been a while. Yes, it has. But today, I want to talk about Sakura Haruno Uchiha. Now, I know half of you, majority of you Naruto fans hates this character, right? You're a hater. And for that, I understand. I understand perfectly why that you hate her. But if you keep calling her useless, weak, fodderized, you are wrong. Dead wrong. Stop with the cap already and just open your eyes to see the bigger picture here. In fact, I'm gonna help you open your eyes in this video. You read the title right. We are about to find out how strong she really is. Up till now. Now before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, enjoy the video. So, for starters, I know y'all gonna be hating on me by the end of the video. Y'all gonna be like, this guy's wrong. What the fuck is he talking about? This makes no fucking sense. Sakura retard. I ain't no Sakura retard. In fact, I ain't even a Naruto retard. Alright, look. Naruto's good, but One Piece will always be my favorite, top dog. But I'm doing this video because Sakura is heavily underrated and it's disrespectful. Very disrespectful. We're gonna go over her strengths, her durability, all of this, her overall skills and overall abilities. We're gonna go all of that, and we're gonna see how fodderized y'all keep calling her to be. Because I know majority of you that call Sakura useless was not paying attention to Naruto at all. In fact, wasn't even watching it. Just saying. So, for starters, let's get over with her strength. So we're gonna start with pre-time skip, and we're gonna go on to time skip to the Boruto, the Boruto era. So let's start with her pre-time skip. So Sakura is pretty weak and useless throughout the entire pre-time skip, pretty much. That we can agree on. All right, that we can agree on, because she's often having to be the damsel in distress in the vast majority of the, pre-Shippuden arcs. Whether it be filler or canon, all of that. However, people tend to forget that she's pathetically weak only by Naruto standards. As I look, as I already said, look, Naruto standards. This is what I mean. Pretty much everything in Naruto rules, they're just fucking superhuman. Like the fucking Guineas are superhuman, pretty much. Fucking superhuman. But Sakura is no exception. While having pretty much free time skip, the whole free time skip, she's considerably above average human. In the Land of the Waves arc, and she was able to easily one-shot a grown pedophile with a kick who appeared to be an average human. So this makes Sakura's attack potency at her absolute weakest equal to that of a heavyweight boxer, if you want to compare it. So yeah, And this means like Sakura's punching and kicking force is like, look, I looked this up. All right, I am literally looking this up, so I will give props to the person on the article here in the comment, in the comments below or in the description. So look, like the kicking force is easily like 300 and 900. Wait, 3,000. My bad. Ooh, read that wrong. 3,992 joules of striking force. That is equivalent to the punching force of 34,712.62 psi. That's over the striking power of Ivan Drago from the Rocky movie. Only like he only had like a psi around like 2,000. So this is like way above that. So so pretty much Kid Sakura will punch the fuck out of a heavyweight boxer. Like what, completely one shot them. And that ain't no joke. So yeah, let that sink in. Let that sink in. That means Sakura can fucking body you. Kid Sakura can body you, and y'all call her father eyes? Okay. Okay, she can punch your lights out. The fuck? But Crybaby Naruto, I was about to say Crybaby Naruto, my bad. Crybaby Haruno, the most useless, shit tier female character, and like one of them in fiction, can hit you with enough force. Well, no, hit you more than enough force than the Avon Drag Golf from the Rocky movies with just her kicks, or Mike Tyson from Punch Out. Perhaps her being pink human is vastly downplayed of her abilities as a shinobi. Like, come on, y'all. Think about that. She can knock the fuck out of Mike Tyson with, with just a punch. Alright, okay. Well, this is hardly impressive by anime standards. It's just, like, it's insane by our real world standards. A small 12-year-old child knocking a grown adult out cold with a single blow is something you heard of in legends or folklore. Like, another notable feat from Sakura is her kunai having enough force to pull Naruto over a meteor as he was falling at a free fall speed to his certain death to stop him mid-fall. Just how much force do you need to stop someone falling at free fall speeds? Assuming the tree is like at least 40 meters high, we can factor that the weight of Naruto falling from the height at a free fall speed and plug into the calculator. So pretty much like we can say like Naruto's mass is like what 40.1 kilograms, and the terminal velocity like 28.00 like how do you say this? Microseconds? I guess microseconds. I think this MS means like microseconds. And the time like until impact is like 2.86 seconds. And the energy of impact is like what? How do you say this? 15,719.20 joules. And Sakura presumably stopped Naruto's fall halfway through, meaning she stopped him around 14 meters to his fall. It's around 3 meters Naruto was dragged off to. Now for the speed of the kunai. Now the speed of kunai is like, okay, look. So we know like the distance of the character moving like equal to 3m point like 3m plus 14m x times speed of free fall equal to 28.00 microseconds. Distance of the projectile was array from the character equals like 3 meters and equals to 158.66 millimeters. How many meters? Microsecond. Okay, so Sakura's kunai throwing speed will be subsonic, pretty much. Subsonic level. Now that we factor that into force, let's put the combination of weight, distance, and speed. We're gonna skip all this because I'm not gonna go through all this. I'm probably gonna pull it up if I can. So pretty much like kunai's throwing strength is like wall level plus. So there you go, wall level plus. Yeah, I'm probably gonna put it up. This is what it is. Wall level plus. So in short, in solid wall level, yeah, Sakura is solid wall level. Not too shabby for Miss Useless. Perhaps the only useful thing she did pre-time skip is save Naruto for Orochimaru. Don't get used to it. This is the first time and last time pre-time skip she ever did useful. However, how much strength do you need to throw something that fast and have that much knockback? Contrary to what movies teach you, being shot with a shotgun won't send you flying. At 4,000 joules per shot, a shotgun slung isn't likely to send your ass flying as seen in these ballistic gels being added. So, how much? To launch someone at that distance, they are shot in the movies, you would need roughly to accelerate their body the same as the bullet itself, assuming you're blasting someone off their feet with the same speed of the bullet. That will require 6,203,435 joules. About the same force of an RPG-7 hitting you, and you will be flying, alright, into 1,000 pieces. And the person firing the shotgun will have would likely have his arms ripped off from the force, after all. If, by chance, a bullet does knock a victim off their feet, the shooter would also be lifted off their feet and thrown backwards with even greater force. This is because a bullet loses some energy on its flight due to astrodynamic drag, and therefore hits the target with slightly less force. In contrast, the recoil doesn't experience any friction that transfers into the energy directly into the shooter. This follows Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there equals an opposite reaction. So for Sakura to throw a kunai with enough force to equal a hand grenade will require a ridiculous amount of strength on her part, especially to withstand the recoil of the attack itself. So this will put Sakura's throwing strength like at class K. Alright? Class K. In other words, Sakura's throwing strength will easily be at the class K territory, like I stated. And Sakura can throw with 5 times the force needed to lift a 60-ton tank 1 meter above your head. Yep. Authorized, right? Yeah, she's totally useless. To put it into retrospective, Sakura, at her absolute weakest, can wreck an average street tier superhero in strength. And these are the following heroes pre-time Sakura is stronger than in terms of lifting strength. Okay, lifting strength, that's the key. So, she's stronger than Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel. Yep. You heard it right. And note, lifting strength does not equal striking strength, alright? It doesn't equal that. Or power. All these fucking mentioned names will effortlessly stomp Sakura. Spider-Man, the weakest in potency, can easily take on a city block level character with Captain Marvel soloing the entire fucking Naruto verse. Just pointing that out. It's humorous to see Sakura stronger than base form superheroes, pretty much. Seriously, this would have been cool if they would have made her kind of like Tintin and made her very skilled at kunai throwing. But hey, can't have a competent female character, right? Kishimoto? Lord. Wall level seems seemingly consistent with Sakura's own, abilities in pre-time skill. She can knock Ino, who weighs about 38.2 kilograms at roughly 3 meters distance with a single punch. While this not seem that terribly impressive, because Science did a whole video of attempting launch a ballistic gel dummy of roughly the same mass up in the air with an uppercut, provide to be physically impossible to do. Going by force equals distance x mass and velocity. Let's assume Sakura's punch is at least moving at this, at an average boxing, punch speed of around 15 meters per second. Likely a lot faster than that. Weighs about 38.2 kilograms. And he distance launch like about 3 meters estimated. The bare minimum attack potency of the punch would be at the very least 25,785 joules of force. That would easily 1.43 times the force of a 50 caliber round hitting your face. If Sakura is the weakest Guinea, and hits you with this much force, then against a more skilled Guinea, an average soldier wouldn't stand a chance in a direct hand-to-hand fight. However, what if we use Sakura's full speed of 105 miles per hour in this punch? Let's test that out. So pretty much her full speed punch will be 200 pretty much 2,000. No, not 2,000. Yeah, 200,000. In the 200,000, 54,845 joules. I think I said that right. And which means that's pretty much wall level plus again. Yeah. Now we're talking. Sakura has confirmed wall level punches, with her punches so powerful that it can hit with the force of a small car, impacting you at 55 miles per hour. On a side note, while this is hardly an impressive feat and a testament of how pathetic Sakura is as a character, it's notable that she can hurt Ken and Zaku biting them. While hardly more pathetic desperation. Considering explosions that are comparable to rocket propelled grenades isn't enough to take out even a Genie level ninja like Sakura herself, it's actually more impressive than it appears at first glance. Yes, we're going into this. After all, if we talk about biting strength, On to probably the best feat for like time skip Sakura, ironically, involved the sound ninjas again. Sakura can easily set up a trap involving a massive tree log larger than herself in what appears to be a setup. Sakura would have to have lifted this massive log herself into order to set up a trap that is not only lifted, cut it down herself, which is a possible attack potency feat for a character. But you know, how strong would you need to pull this feat off, right? We will you have to use like Zaku's weight to scale the tree log, and his height to roughly like I don't know around 157.3 centimeters, right? So if we just like go over this, right, go all of this, like the density of the oak was like what 750 kilograms, and like pretty much the tree log where like 89,916 kilograms. Wow, that's a lot. That's immense. Then again, Naruto's verse has massive trees still. This is more weight than two tractor trucks. No, two trailer trucks. My bad. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this result. Yeah. Holy shit. So yeah, Sakura has the strength within the class 100 range. And this is, mind you, a shit tier useless Sakura who was so weak. She was easily overpowered by a fodder sound ninja who got fodderized easily by Shikamaru and Shino later. Jesus Christ. Y'all gonna have to fucking update the scaling of Naruto characters. Considerably if Sakura alone is capable of these feats. Now, for the kinetic freefall of the tree, assuming like the tree is like 40 meters high, to factor on the weight of the log falling from the height of the free fall speed, plugging into the calculator, we have a free fall speed of what? 28.00 microseconds or 100.80 not microseconds. What kilometers? The height of light, the speed of light. So that's pretty much like 35,247,082.00 joules. That's roughly equivalent to the force of 8.42 kilograms of TNT. Roughly the force of being hit by 4 RPG-7s, enough to crush you. Now for the sheer speed, the sheer pressure needed to break and cut this massive tree log, Sakura would have down to set up the trap, then cutting surface with roughly around like an inch wide with a like diameter of 360 kilometers. Multiply that by 3.14 and multiply by 2.54, and you get a cutting area of roughly of 2,087,216 centimeters. Yeah. So pretty much, yeah, I'm gonna like say this. That's like the force of 3 hand grenades exploding at once. All right. I'm gonna skip to the, skip to the end. Well, that's the you know, titile strength of the oak, right? It would take like roughly around 2,794. No, like my bad. I read that wrong. 2,794,600 and like pretty much LBF energy to produce that much cunning force, or you know, pretty much 0.95. No, not 95. My bad. Sorry, I'm reading this wrong. 0.905 kilograms of TNT. Like I said, that's a force of 3 hand grenades exploding at once. So pretty much Sakura's attack potency with the kunai, wall level plus. Sakura's attack potency, pretty much overall, small building level, and Sakura's lifting strength, class 100. And her punching strength, wall level plus. So yeah, while crappy compared to everyone in pre-time skip, except for the exception of Ino, Sakura is still above peak human capability. So her feat puts her actual brute strength around comparable to that of a charging rhino strength. And needless to say, you don't want to be the receiving end of Sakura's attacks. Now we're gonna move on to time skip. Alright? Because I don't wanna go over, you know, the non-canon stuff, Sakura. I'm just going over the canon stuff pretty much. Yeah. Because if we're gonna combine, like, you know, composite Sakura, oh, then yeah, fucking kid Sakura, yeah, she's on par with fucking Chunin Exam Sasuke post curse mark, right? Post. If we're doing fucking non-canon as well, especially movies, no, yeah, kid Sakura ain't no joke. But we're gonna move on to time skip, all right? Well, Sakura becomes far better fighter. However, it makes her improvements all the more disappointing, as she is rarely used after opening. After the opening fucking time skip arc, regardless it's around here, Sakura becomes a actual threat, and one of the best examples is a feat already calculated with a casual fucking ground punch. Pretty much, yeah. As noted by Kakashi's words, a relatively casual punch from a time skip Sakura could easily threaten a fucking Junin class. If the blow pretty much hits them directly. Too bad Sakura sucks. Too bad Sakura sucks, right? And it's not really her fault. It's just fucking Kishimoto doesn't know how to write fucking characters, right? But anyway, let's use the baseline of average Joni's strength and durability and see, since she's low Junie level at the very least. So pretty much casual punch Sakura will be 24.38 tons of TNT. That's city block level. That's above city block level. So another like a noble feat from Sakura is her smashing the massive boulder that is blocking the Akatsuki. Hiding out, like, let's factor the strength needed to generate such a destructive punch. First, the size of the massive boulder smash in the process, giving Kakashi's average male height, which is 181 centimeters or 6 feet tall. He can use his height to scale the boulder in question, which should round out to depth and width with height. And pretty much we're gonna say pretty much that the minimal force needed to destroy the boulder low ball in it will be 3.24 tons of TNT, which is large building level. And the minimum force needed to destroy the boulder, the high end, is 28 tons of TNT, which is city block level. So take your pick. And now we're gonna, now that I got the factor of the minimum force Sakura needed to smash the boulder. I keep saying border. What the fuck? Boulder. Which should be pretty much the overall feat, except Sakura herself moved and dashed at high speeds to break those boulder. Keep saying boulder, which is should be factored into her attack potency, kinetics, energy as this punch. It's much stronger than the punch she used to casually like level the training ground, which had zero kinetic movement beyond the punch. So going back scaling, Sakura at the very least scales to Junie level in terms of speed, and from like, you know, pre-Shippuden. An average Junie scales from at least 4, like 9, yeah, a gate 4 pre-time skip lead, and speed, which is around Mach 33.4. Which isn't far off from what Sakura displayed within the Sasori fight. After all, she able to catch Kakashi off guard, surprising him. So she shouldn't be slower than pre-time skip lead at this point. So we're going to go with pretty much her you know, her estimated attack potency and energy, you know, kinetic energy of her punches is 9.716 megatons of TNT, which is city level. She can nuke a fucking city. Okay? She can nuke a city just at the start of fucking Naruto Shippuden. She can nuke a fucking city. That's not bad at all, right? Because city level at maximum like attack potency with the city block, you know, AoE punches. No wonder, like, in that filler arc, a single punch from her was enough to casually one-shot a special Jonin brought back from the dead. Or the, you know, the second tuning exams, or the, you know, the filler second tuning exams arc. She can easily take out a giant scorpion summon the size of a building. Or the fact that she was also displayed the ability to casually break through size ink lines restraints, which will put into context can restrain Kabuto, who is superior to the power and strength of the Sound 4. Among the Sound 4 is the monstrous brute Jiboro, I think I said that right, who can, which is physically stronger, you know, pretty much physically the strongest member of the Sound 4, with an extremely casual class G feat, measuring up to the small town level range, meaning Sakura casually is that powerful. Power scaling parallel to the 4th Shinobi War, Sakura should easily be far stronger, because Sakura's punches are nothing to sleep on. Especially notable that her punches can one-shot the Sayori puppet with a single punch. While that doesn't sound that impressive in the first glance, keep in mind, Sasori effortlessly stumped Kane Kuro, who is a Junie. His pre-time skip counterpart fought and defeat a Junie tier opponent, Sakan and Udon, I think I said Sakan and Udon, in battle, who are strong enough to tank Kiba's two-headed wolf attack, which can dent several meters of solid steel and had reflexes much faster than sound speed. And it was implied that it was implied to have been destroyed by everyone since third Hokage. While this hardly puts Sakura at Kage level, it does put her much stronger than people realize. Perhaps looking back at this, we vastly underestimate Sasori and Sakura's power, especially with this following feat come up. Like during Sasori's fight, Sasori versus water jets, which is our concentrated blast of pressurized water, effortlessly parted a whole cloud with a single blast in less than a second. This will be proof that Sakura and Sasori are dishing out far more power than appears at first glance. Going by the cloud type, it's safe to assume that this cloud, meaning it's at least 1,500 meters high. The size of the cloud is unknown, but let's say it's at least 3 kilometers. It will be on the reasonable side of the cloud. Now pretty much like the mass of the cloud will be like 40,500,000 kilograms, and the volume of the cloud will be 3,500,000. No, actually, I think it's like 3 billion. Is it 13 billion 500 million? Yeah, I think, yeah. I'm gonna put it up so you can see for yourself. Now this is like now for the parting speed and the kinetic energy of the cloud parting from Sasori. Going by the anime, it takes less than a second for Sasori's blast to hit and completely part the clouds, meaning that like all of this happened at least at the 10th of a second. Assuming that the cloud is about 3 kilometers wide, that will put a speed at least 30 kilometers, like 30 kilometers per second. The parting cloud, the parting speed. My bad. The parting speed, which is within the meter speeds of power. So pretty much, Sasori's casual attack potency will be 4.355 megatons of TNT, which is small city level above. So yeah, Sasori's actual attack potency is far greater than it appears to be. This is proof that merely relying on AOE flashly DC feats is useless to scale powers within Naruto, especially given how condensed and concentrated the attack potency is of Sasori's casual watercolors. Now for the biggest feat for Sakura, the Iron Block Punch. Now we saw like she actually leaped into the air and she punched it back. She punched this fucking iron sand. She punched it back and it broke apart. And we know like the mass of the iron sand, well, it's calculated to be, pretty much 5,230,637.4 kilograms. I'm gonna put up all of this of what this the sand is and pretty much everything right here. So pretty much like a full power punch speed of Sakura will be 30,000, 30,000 and pretty much 30,000 67.6 microseconds, pretty much. So if you're gonna combine all this together, all this y'all seeing right now, Sakura and Sasori's AOE collision destructive energy will be 4 Yeah, like pretty much 4,703.2. Yeah, 251 tons of TNT. So that would mean that they are pretty much doing this collision energy that will pretty much be on the level of multi-city block level. Using this, we can estimate how much force is like Sakura is generated with a kinetic punch, as y'all can see, of her impact punches. And Sakura's strongest chakra enchanted punch attack potency will be pretty much 1019.20, like, yeah, 1019.237 megatons of TNT. Mountain level. She's already fucking mountain level, y'all. Already mountain level in the Sasori fight. Already mountain level. She's already fucking mountain level. And you know what's funny? Is that she hasn't achieved the fucking, pretty much the yin seal on her forehead yet. And we already know that she was pretty much pouring all these chakras into her chakra pools. That's why she wasn't going out like her absolute strength. She was just pouring chakra and more chakra into chakra pools to achieve the principle of chakra control. She didn't even reach that yet. She's already mountain level. Come on. So pretty much, it's like a solid mountain level attack potency with her strongest punch. But this isn't the strongest punch she would would do in the canon pretty much. So now Sakura's potential lifting strength, energy, or possible maximum lifting strength at this point will put her at class P. Class fucking P. I'm not even gonna read the numbers of this. Y'all gonna see it for yourself. This is fucking class P. Now, for the potential and kinetic energy of Sakura's punch, combining with the mass she destroyed with the speed of her punch, pretty much, given Sakura is stated to be above Tsunade and comparable that to that of at least QB Cloak Mode 1 Naruto, we should give her the minimal speed of Mach 51,943.79 or 5.9 the speed of light. You heard that right. 5.9 the speed of light. That's so relativistic right there. Or 17 17,675,952 milliseconds. And we'll see that the true attack potency of said punch. Now, I don't know, how do I get this? Well, y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna put this up pretty much right now, so y'all can see for yourselves. Now, this will put pretty much her fucking true attack potency of her punch. If you calculate all the speeds and shit, this will put Sakura's Bei Goku version 1 Cherry Blossom Clash 2,033.157 teratons of TNT, which is large country level. Sakura punches are a solid large country level, pretty much on the same level of fucking Dressrosa arc Luffy. To contrast, Uno Kogi strongest potential attack is only it's only this proving her punches are stronger than even Tsune's. The same Tsune who is able to easily crack like Madara's ribcage Susanoo, who is superior to the Hokage in terms of brute strength. The very same Hokage who can break off the horns of the 8 gates, which should be superior to a weakened Itachi Susanoo, which tanked a mountain bursting Kirin attack from Sasuke, which is measures originally to a fucking large country level feat. So you heard that fucking right. She's large fucking country level. What the hell? She authorized my ass, y'all. Y'all is really downplaying her. Now, Sakura by power scaling should be easily be at least comparable to QB Cloak Mode 1 Naruto and EMS based Sasuke with her 100 healing jutsu. Or her healing jutsu form. Being on par with fucking KCM2 Naruto and partly Susanoo in EMS Sasuke. I'm trying to read this right so I don't fuck up. Look, this will put it in the context. This will make Sakura's strength far above the third Hokage's and put her physical fighting prowess on the strength above 5 Bujus via power scaling. Like scaling to Naruto within which is far stronger than Prime Nagato, who is capable of overpowering QB Cloak Mode 1 Naruto and Killer Bee, who is far stronger than Diva Path State, and which managed to create what is it called, Chibaku Tensei? I think I said that right. A borderline multi-continental level jutsu at 4.5 pentatons that almost held back 50% Kurama and 10% of its power. At 10% of its power. And Killer Bee alone was easily stronger than his brother's lightning release armor, level 2, without using his Buju cloaks. Now Minato, the weakest of the revived Edo Kage, was able to one-shot Obito Uchiha, a foe showed to be able to tank a country level plus Kage level attacks for Kunai. Oh, I think I said Kunai. Conan, my bad, Conan, who prepped to take him out and was capable of nearly killing A and was able to fight on his own against partly transformed Killer Bee, putting him roughly at the same level of Prime Nagato and Prime Itachi, and this is merely base alive Minato. There are there are also punching Kaguya. Yeah, that's also her punching Kaguya, but this is a massive outlier feat. No way in hell Sakura's hurting Kaguya with only a multi-continental level attack potency. Especially when Kaguya has displayed a far superior power than Madara, who has a small star level feat with a naivety tree root spreading feat. I think that's how you say it. And Kaguya being large star level plus via creating 6 star size realms. And Sakura, who's multi-continental at best, hurting Kaguya is like what? Budokai 23rd Goku trying to fight Cell in any form. Yes, even Krillin Cell, or whatever the fuck you say that shit. The power gap is too vast to be credible, to be a credible feat on Sakura's part, especially when she wasn't even given a chakra cloak enchantment to make her sudden jump in tears believable. This feat is more of a PIS route of cool feat, as opposed to anything credible to Sakura herself that's being said, this is a very fun meme feat. You can spam to troll various of HST tier verses and to claim Sakura can solo. But overall, via power scaling, EOS Sakura or end of series Sakura is at least multi-continental level, which isn't a bad thing. Not too shabby for someone who's barely fought in the series, even though considerably a massive improvement. This fits consistently with scaling her amped punch alone to be will generate the same power as Tsune's strongest attacks, which is with 100 ceiling juices fully used. She becomes 100 times large country level, making her multi-continental level, especially with the power scaling her KC, like her, pretty much scaling to fucking QB Cloak Mode 1 Naruto and QB Cloak Mode 2 Naruto and EMS in Perfect Tsuno Sasuke, as well as Killer B himself. So yeah. But doesn't stop there. There's also adult Sakura. While Sakura doesn't do much of anything, I know, right? Shocking. Thanks, Kishimoto. During Boruto, she strongly benefits from power scaling, especially to the 5 Kages and like in Team 7s themselves. In the last movie, she's shown effortlessly upcutting a massive pile of stadium debris from the audience. While comparable to everything she has done, that's not impressive. It's not that impressive. Yeah, it really isn't. What is impressive is how much control her punches she has. She creates a shock wave upward and like knocking all the debris upward. However, probably the best sign of improvement for Sakura is arguably her best feat is something yet to be printed or broadcast. Yep, we're going to the light novel. Here is the canon, which is canon to the series. So here it is, and I quote: 2 years later, she rises to the rank of Joni, and he was capable of single-handedly defeating Kido. Despite the Anbu being empowered by a tail beast drug, as an adult, Boruto remarked that she was a suitable replacement for Naruto as Hokage. While the details are a bit lacking on how she beat this guy, seriously animate this please. This is extremely significant feat considering what a tail beast cloaked individual would have been shown of capable of doing. Let's observe how strong Kido is. So Kido is a powerful shinobi who possesses a strong amount of chakra, right? This is best seen when Kido took the tail beast drug and generated a full cloak of 9 tails chakra. The amount of tails created by a user of the drugs is dependent on the amount of chakra they possess. This chakra is shown to be hard and different from the shrouds that the other users of the drug wear. It causes Kido to resemble a purple humanoid, and it could withstand even a chakra enhanced punch from Sakura Haruno, cracking it and peeling away but regenerating quickly. More astounding, this cloak has given Kido the power to generate black and white chakra and thus create powerful tail beast balls, able to perfectly balance the 8-2 ratio required to perform the technique. While nowhere near as powerful as that of a true Jinchuriki or tail beast, Kido's tail beast balls provide him a significant amount of firepower above that most of ninja. So in short, going by power scaling here and control this with the very least KCM1 Naruto level of power, Sakura is fighting with superior chakra control to Kyuubi Club Mode 1 Naruto, giving him he can perfectly use the Tail Beast Ball technique without issue, making Kido the very at least superior to Kyuubi Cloak Mode Naruto overall. This is extremely significant to note, given how Sakura, Ino, and Sai can fight Tail Beast cloaks of various Anbus, a testament of improvement of their character respectively to their base forms. And now we're going to read the other part. Sakura breaks out of the basement, through the floors above, and finally the roof of a single cherry blossom impact. When she sees Sai and Ino, she tells them what she learned about Kido and the drugs he's making. They are surrounded by many animals, or how the fuck you say them, and Magrai and Kido himself, who tells them that he plans on leaving Konoha, and start his own military company in which he will sell his drugs not only as a tool of war, but ways in which to cause those wars, thus giving him a never-ending source of revenue. Ino doubts that such drugs will ever have the fucking market, because the powers they grant are unearned, which Kino declares as naive, just for their clinic children mental health. He instructs that Anbus use their Tail Beast cloaks to either capture or kill Sakura and the others, no longer having a preference of their fate. Chapter 7. Sakura, Sai, and Ino work together despite being outnumbered. Sakura is drawn into a fight with Sasuke, and the Sasuke imposter, who cloaks her using the Kinetic Tail Beast cloak. Sakura prays free. And she beats him unconscious. Warn him to never impersonate Sasuke again. This had the added benefit of revealing that the cynical cloaks disappear when their user loses consciousness. Not unconsciousness, you dumb fuck. Can't you fucking read? God, you're fucking retarded. He warns them to never impersonate Sasuke again. I just read that, you dumbass. Sai and Ino also discovered that the cloaks have time limits. Sai recommends that they use the information to end the fight quickly, assuming the Anbus are capable of strength to even version 2 Naruto and the Orochimaru fight. That's the very at least casual city buster Sakura. Ino and Sai defeated them, pretty much defeated within the fight. This is how the Tail Beast chakra drug seems to work. These pills are in a capsulized form created by Magrai and Kido. After the consumption of this drug, the user gains a heightened transformation. So by collecting DNA samples left by Naruto Uzumaki after his battle with Sasuke Uchiha at the Valley of the End, Kido and Magrai are successful of able to create this drug when activated. Well, pretty much when activated, the user gains a chakra cloak with tails that can range from 1 to 9 tails. Though the precise amount of tails generated by the user depends on the amount of chakra they have, pretty much. Like I said, the tails are capable of they're capable of being used as a shield of deflecting kunai, taijutsu, or ninjutsu. These tails are also able to manifest into Tail Beast chakra arms. Now what are the drawbacks? Well, pretty much the through the tails, it could be used as defensive. The cloak that bends the body leaves the user as vulnerable within it as without. If the user renders unconscious, the cloak will disappear. The drug is also limited in duration. Like during the combat, several users of the tail beast drugs lose their cloaks through the time to vary from user to user. Basically, it makes the user very at least comparable to the power between 4 Tails Naruto in early Shippuden to version 2 6 9 Tails mid Shippuden. And Sakura, Ino, and Sai could defeat a small army of them with little issue. Let's take a crash course reminder of just how powerful that of version 2 cloaks are. The video is unavailable, but for those who pretty much knows Naruto by heart, they know where I'm coming from when I state this. So we know like a bubble cloak Naruto casually level a whole bridge with its roars, or like the bubble cloak Naruto casually punch Orochimaru with a powerful punch, sending him flying through the forest. He becomes even more monstrous, like a more monstrous, powerful form within this QB miniature cloak, where he casually destroys a whole forest, powering up. And his tail beast bomb vaporized the massive skyscraper Rosh Omen Gate. I think that's how I said it right. Rosh Omen Gate, and it's fucking big as fuck. And they're capable of even beating down a base level Kage character like Jiraiya to near death. Yeah, these are the same cloak tiers. They are now fodder to last era Sakura along with the era, pretty much the last era inside. The same tier of opponents who can challenge a suppressed, weakened Orochimaru. And keep in mind, Sakura is heavily surpassed thanks to a recent drugging against her. Sakura wakes up and finds herself bound in imprisonment. She tries to break out when she remembers what happened. The drug she was injected with hinders her strength and chakra. Kido comes to visit her soon afterwards, explaining that he wants to draw Sasuke out with the news of her kidnapping, and Sasuke will come to her rescue because of their relationship. Sakura is secretly curious about whether Sasuke would indeed come back for her, but ignores this because she doesn't want to be used to hurt him. She tells Kido to kill her, which he promised to do only after Sasuke is captured, so that seeing her death will make his Sharingan stronger, in turn making his planned significant Sharingan more effective. So yeah, in a move that would make pretty much like a character like Urza Scarlet proud, Sakura is not only broken free of her kidnapper, but kicks his ass at the same time. And honestly, a shame. The best moment of Sakura's mediocre career isn't animated or shown in a manga panel. So yeah, Sakura is massively held back at her full power. Keep in mind for that later, pretty much. Onto Kino himself. This is how the final battle between her and Kido is described. And this is as well the shortened abridged version because the battle was fucking long. So Kido manifests a cloak that has 9 tails and is much denser in comparison and in composition of that. He strengthened his attacks, blasts Sakura around the forest, but she doesn't give up, repeatedly attacking the same area of Kido's protective cloak and using creation rebirth to heal her injuries. She compares her persistence to her relationship with Sasuke. If she tells Sasuke how she feels enough times, maybe he'll recuperate. In that same, in the same way that if she attacks Kido the same spot enough times, maybe he will be defeated. Although her attacks appear ineffective, Kido discovers that this is a part of Sakura's ruse. Whenever she punches him, she heals the resulting damage, eventually killing the effective cells from over recuperating. Sakura attacks the dead area one final time with Cherry Blossom Impact. As he's defeated, Kido remembers his childhood. Aiding his father requires several expensive medications to stay alive. His father, despite his conditions, always going out on missions to earn money. Sent Kido in the Ninja Academy. Kido having dropped out of the academy because he was no longer afforded. His father no longer taking him the medication so that the money can be saved for Kudo's education. His father's death. Kudo thinks how different things would have been if only they had money. So in other words, Sakura weakened from a previous drugging and purposely holding back, was able to defeat Kido at least Cubic Cloakmo 1 tier of power, allegedly without even using her strength of 100th healings jutsu, and only using Creation Rebirth, a far inferior and weaker jutsu. Holy shit! This means around this point, Sakura is easily stronger than the 5 Kages. At least in the Shippuden area, pretty much. A weakened, suppressed Sakura at least 10% to 20% of her power, purposely holding back without using 100% full final form, pretty much stomped a fucking Cubic Cloakmo 1 tier opponent. I'm assuming, pretty much assuming calculations are correct, Sakura is barely using, 1 out of 50 hundredth of her full power? 50 hundredth due to the drugging, pretty much. And the drugging pretty much halted her fucking chakra and shit. So pretty much, yeah, she's weakened and she didn't have her chakra or wasn't at 100% and she beat the shit out of this fucking person. Now to get to a crash course on how strong this is. Let's recall that the 8-tailed Naruto feat. This means Sakura at this state is superior to the strength of the 8-tailed Naruto, who tanked Chibaku Tensai. And going by description, Kido is below a full power Buju that's far above the casual version 2 cloak stakes, which is more powerful and less, or more or less, fucking Cubic Cloakmo level Naruto. Now for the actual power of Kido's attack, potency, how do you measure this power without no visual feat, you ask? Simple. We're going to factor the amount of energy and density it goes into a Bujudama and round to a cubic meter. Then factor the attack speed of Cubic Cloakmo 1 Naruto to see exactly how powerful a Bujudama projectile hit will be, since it's strictly stated that Sakura was hit by the kinetic force of the fucking projectile rather than the explosion impact of the blast. So we're gonna use the formula feats. As y'all can see, I'm gonna put it up. Y'all can see because I can't read all this. Alright, so y'all see now that y'all see pretty much. This will be like the chakra ball confirmed to be 1 million times denser than rock. Now for the chakra ball, that is roughly about 1 meter in diameter. This will make the chakra ball weigh around 2, you see it right here. Fuck it. You don't see it? I'm not reading this number. It's not reading it. Pretty much in projectile in the washing machine. Well, like it's a projectile the size of that of a washing machine. Now that comes to the speed part of the equation, as y'all can see. So y'all see it right here, the speed part of the equation, and this will put Kito's attack potency via Bujudama 100.8 teratons of TNT, which is large country level. So pretty much, but like basically that condensed Bujudama fired at high speeds as the has the impact force equivalent of the asteroid that wiped out dinosaurs. This is how this is how devastating Bujudama, merely a meter being fired at sub-relativistic speeds. Later we will factor that the Sakura's durability, but for now we on a roll of power scaling this Bujudama, who's easily capable of killing any Kage class shinobi unless they have third Kage durability, pretty much. Keep in mind, Kito is at least Kyuubi Cloakmon 1 Naruto level. So he can likely go even higher than this to be comparable to KN8 Naruto. In power, which casually tanked Chikubai Tensai at 4.5 petatons, and yet Sakura defeated him with only 1 out of 50 hundredth of her power. So let's do this again and calculate Sakura's largest Bujudama killer bee ever being fired, and use that size and speed to get a possible estimate of how strong last Sakura is. Well, Sakura from the last, pretty much. First, it will be noted that the Buju size, Buju sizes are massively inconsistent throughout the series. Like look, Kuma ranges for being larger than the Hokage Mountain and towering skyscrapers. To being just 100 times taller than Naruto. Well, not 100, 10 times taller than Naruto, and the others, we would be using the height and scaling of the feet on the scale of the Bujudama in question, which would be far like the largest fired from Killer Bee, and Naruto is using that power scale for a half Kurama chakra, which could be Cloak Mode 2 Naruto's maximum output. So y'all can see it right here, the estimates, all this. And like all of this right here, y'all see. This will put the Bujudama the mass of the mass of a massive city-sized asteroid, despite being roughly the size of a skyscraper. Now imagine if you fire this at a projectile at the same speeds before. This will be the speed. And then now this will now pretty much like the fucking speed and all this explosive and shit. Y'all see right here. This will put like the kinetic energy of Killer Bees and Naruto's full power Bujudama at 394.1 exatons of TNT, which is fucking moon level! It is moon level! Damn! So, going by kinetic impact force of this attack, the fucking... Look! It potentially has enough power to destroy the moon itself being hit by this attack. Now, look. Now, y'all know this like the power scaling, right? So, Sakura, via power scaling, should be easily equal to power within her base state, and the last should be easily equal the power in version 2 by Goku form in Shippuden. So, yes, we got pretty much confirmed moon level Sakura, all thanks to the novel power scaling. Now comes to the question, how strong Boruto's Sakura is. Well, she isn't done much of anything now. She did fight the villain known as Shin from Boruto, an experiment that had the same exact powers of Danzo and Itachi Uchiha blend into a blender. But how strong this villain really, how strong is this villain? Well, Shin, going by his brief fight with Naruto and Sasuke, were able to fight on par with Kyuubi Cloak Mode, Kyuubi Cloak Mode 2 Cloak Naruto, and EMS, which stands for like Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, and Rinnegan based Sasuke, though it should be noted both were suppressed in the state. That was very suppressed in this state. And mind you, Shin was able to injure post-6 stages Naruto in Kyuubi Cloak Mode 2 plus Sage Mode, using his powers to manipulate Sasuke's sword into him. So Shin is hardly a pushover. He would actually be stronger than Tornori. Hell, even if you lowball Shin Uchiha's power being on Shippuden era, Kyuubi Cloak Mode 2 plus Sage Mode Naruto, that was still vastly be far above Moon level feat. That's Naruto and that's Naruto and Killer B did combine with their powers together. He was also able to harm Rinnegan plus Internal Mangekyou Sharingan Sasuke. So there's no way around that fact that Shin is far stronger. With various statements stating that they holding back on either due to not wanting to, cause cause too much destruction. You all know that in the past of the kids. Naruto being rusty for not fighting for more than a decade or something, or more than a decrease, I believe, or Sasuke being used up most of his chakra traveling around to find the MacGuffin. Not to mention Boruto is massively inconsistent in power scaling, making even Bleach power scaling seem logical in comparison. The real answer of how strong, look no further than the last Boruto movie for the answer, where Naruto dominated Tornori and Kyuubi Cloak Mode 1, cloak. Not even using Kyuubi Cloak Mode 2. Manipulate Sasuke's sword to stab Naruto in Sage Buju mode, and was able to harm Sasuke with his attacks, despite being fucking having all this shit, all this fucking hacks and shit. Yes, he was holding back. Yes, he was holding back. I know he was holding back. He was holding back. Yet Sakura was able to still damage her with her mighty punches, giving Sage Mode plus Kyuubi Cloak Mode 2 Naruto is at least scalable to what's his name, Hashirama. This will put Sakura and Shin Uchiha at the very at least small planet level plus at bare minimum. If we're lowballing the two to only Shippuden, Kyuubi Cloak Mode 2 plus Sage Mode Naruto. However, this is years after the Boruto movie, where Naruto beat Tornori with Kyuubi Cloak Mode 1 form. The very same Tornori who easily sliced the moon in half with a large planet level feat. It might sound far-fetched to claim Sakura is above planet level. I know. That is until you power scale her to the current Kages. Each of them powerful enough to challenge the fucking person, Ken Shikai. I think I said that right. Who, at the very least, planetary level to some extent, as he was able to crack the entire planet in half with a single blow. Now comes the fucking question of how strong Sakura can possibly be at her absolute highest power scaling without reaching Kage or Sage the 6th master level, because that will fucking ruin everything about Sakura, right? Oh my god, she's that strong, I ain't know that. Oh, she's a very slow. Look no further than the Jubies themselves. The Jubies' largest Buju Dama as a basis for the current 5 Kage's power is allegedly Sakura's upper limits to the power, which she also be used as a scale for Kinshi Kai suppressed. Here it is. Here's all the pretty much right here. Y'all see it? Calculations and everything right here. Y'all see it right here. Now, time for the speed of the Bujudama. It should be much lower than the smaller ones fired from the Bujudama. The blast came from the group moving with in the intentional velocity, crossing the crater in a second. Y'all see right here. Calculations. This will put the Bujudama kinetic energy at 29.200. Hold on, like 29. Is it 29,231 zetatons of TNT? I think yeah. Yeah, I think that's how you read it. So that would put them like not large planet level, small planet level plus. Safe to say that Sakura at the bare minimum would easily be small planet level at bare minimum. Scaling from Tonori, who has a 8.1487 ninatons large planet level moon busting feat, which would easily scale to giving her adult form, the comparable to a weakened adult fucking QB Cloak Mode 2 Sage Mode Naruto and weakened internal Mageku Sharingan plus Rinnegan Sasuke. Not too shabby to say at the least. She does even give less in Boruto than who even weakened are easily superior to, the last Naruto, who easily stumped Tonori. It's safe to say that Sakura at the very least at this level, until Sakura shows new feats in Boruto, she will be a best around Tonori level, which to say not bad for a character who barely does anything, right? Now, we just went over her strength, people. That was an hour long of it going to her strength. How about I speed this up a bit, right? With her speed. So pretty much, we're gonna go pretty much her speed, right? We all know fucking Kid Sakura should be fucking hypersonic speed, right? We can all agree to that, right? We all can agree to fucking not hypersonic, subsonic speeds, right? We can agree to that because they, how they be moving around the trees and shit. We can safe to say, right? Now, what about her time skip speed though? Well, she's pretty much hypersonic, right? She's hypersonic. She's pretty much hypersonic because pretty much she was able dodge from an attack from Sasori's water cutters, right? And she was and that's hypersonic speed right there. Now we're gonna go to sub-realistic speeds because pretty much in post 100 healings training made her far faster and stronger than before, as she was able to surprise Naruto with her increased speed and power, and even blitz a jubilee she punched. While this is hard to calculate, we can, however, power scale the feat greatly to previous characters. Sasuke in the Sakura in the state should be equal to Cubic Cloak Mode Naruto and Susanoo List MUS Goku. I mean Goku, what the fuck? Yep, she's Goku level. I meant Sasuke in power and speed, pretty much. We established the speed comparable that of Minato when he blitzed the Raikage. Going by her 100 healings jutsu, she should be moving at least pretty much 5.9 the speed of light. That's so real of resistance. So she's so real of resistance. She's not comparable to Naruto, but she's there. Not in Naruto, in Boruto and Naruto the last. Sakura abilities didn't show much of an improvement compared to her increase of power in the time skip. As I stated before, last Sakura is nearly comparable to the level of Cubic Cloak Mode 2 Naruto with the Sage Mode. Meaning her speed should be the very at least be relativistic. Nothing too notable here. In Boruto, her speed and reflexes directly, pretty much drastically improved. And now that post series Sakura in base proves that she has pretty good reflexes and skill. She blitzed Shin, who gave Naruto and Sasuke some trouble. And Sakura tagged him more than once in general. Also, she was able to dodge, was dodging relentlessly attacks from him when Shin had the home advantage, which matters since he can control any weapon or object he marks at will. Also, she was dodging relentless attacks from him when Shin had the home advantage, which matters since he can control any weapon object he marks at will. Like I said, somebody wrote this twice, and I just realized that somebody wrote this twice, and somebody's proud of that. Just want to let y'all know. Considering she was fighting someone at least to Nori level, if not more, her speed scales roughly to the scale which would put Sakura around light speed, or to even faster than light scales. This will further be backed up in the fact that Naruto casually dodged lasers confirmed to be functioning like real world lasers which move at the speed of light. And Kawai? Is his name really Kawaii? It's fucking stupid. But so, and Kawaii, who is weaker than Naruto, could dodge these lasers and protect the child in the process. To confirm it's as light speed, it's stated in the narrative that it will cause radiation poisoning, which would mean it's impossible for him to regenerate, hence confirming casually faster than light speeds to anyone who scales to fucking, Cubic Cloak Mode 1 Naruto at this point. But how fast is this feat exactly? First, we gotta get the distance of Naruto, where Naruto and Delta fought. So pretty much y'all see right here, all the calculations and shit. And pretty much Naruto dodges Delta's lasers, which is faster than light. So more or less, consistently on par with the casual light speed feat with Madara doing at the final battle of Naruto, power scaling Sakura should be at least comparable to the speed feats. So yeah, Sakura via power scaling is faster than light. This is backed by the fact that she, at this point, is far superior in power than the Raikage, who can survive being teleported to my Buai's heavenly transferred as he, as a superior Regan to Tsune, another fellow Kage who tanked the destructive efforts of moving light speeds. So that's her speed. She's fucking faster than light. Fucking stop it already, okay? Y'all can no. She's faster than light. She's fucking small planet level. Stop it already. Now, her fucking durability. How strong is pre-time skip? How strong is pre-time skip to fucking Sakura? Well, pretty much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It's just really? It's just really? Look, she survived being slammed in the tree by Gaara, which is wall level. She's fucking wall level, okay? She's wall level. Kid fucking Sakura is wall level. Her durability is fucking wall level. Now time skip. Her time skip one. Now, we're gonna go over she what? Withstood a strike from the Three Tails version of Cloak Naruto and took another hit from a much stronger Four Tails Naruto. She was she also blew herself up with a paper bomb to escape a poison mist. She put the context of on the fucking paper bomb is comparable to powerful ninjas like Hazo, who has a feat of a single paper bomb producing roughly 69.42 tons of TNT, which is CD block level. So yep, CD block level durability right there. She also takes Madara's truth seeking balls intact form, but this is likely outlierish. Given like the same technique is said to vaporize anything on a subatomic level. So yeah, what the fuck, Kishimoto? And to the point that even Ito Tensei can regenerate. So yeah, this feat is PIS and makes no sense. That being said, her durability post chapter 632 would easily, scale to pretty much KCM2 Naruto, which is pretty much quoting QB Cloak Mode 2 Naruto. Yeah, QB Cloak Mode, that's what. Yeah. Which is notable, given to Naruto's effortlessly tanked, like, in Battle Wave 5 Bujudamos that can pretty much vaporize mountains. And can take blows from an incomplete Jubi. She casually destroyed. Pretty much the Jubi pretty much casually destroyed mountain ranges. With a much weaker QB Cloak Mode 1 Naruto form, taking a punch from Raikage, which can break through Susanoo. That says a fucking lot. What she does, right? Says a fucking lot. Now for like the last Boruto. So pretty much like power scaling, she's able to move at light speed as her durability to surpass the fourth Hokage. Another feat of Sakura during the last era was withstanding being pierced by Kito's chakra tail and keep charging at him despite being pierced by the tails. So yeah. And to keep in mind, Kito, despite being being fucking near fucking being comparable to QB Cloak Mode 1 Naruto's strength, which is superior to the 8 tails state that is effortlessly broke through. Like I said, Chibaiku Tensai. She also tanked Kito's Tail Beast Bomb, but keeps coming back. She also scalable to KCM1 Naruto from the last around Boruto era, who tanked Torai's moon splitting attack, which Shin should be easily scaled to giving to Shin able to harm fucking Naruto in the Boruto era in a weekend. And even a weekend should, even when weakened, be scaled to fucking Naruto the Last, whose Shin is able to hurt. So giving Sakura should withstand the same blows that can hurt QB Cloak Mode 1 Naruto. It's safe to say that these power scales roughly around this level, she should at the very least as powerful as non-6 Sages mode Naruto and a heavily suppressed EMS Rinnegan Sasuke. Yep. Hell to the fucking yes. So overall, pre-time skip, what's her destructive capability? Well, at least wall level, physically, because she can punch people away meteors. One shot, no fucking adult man with a single kick. She should be wall level plus via kunai piercing, potency and biting, because she could injure Ken and Kazu pretty much off guard. She scales up to small building level with prep. She can do this much damage with her tree log traps and her explosive tag, traps. She should be building level in the movies and large building level in moving 3. So yeah. So that's all the movies. But normally in the canon, she's building small building level. You scale it to a small building level. But she's wall level physically. Her speed, she can scale up to other genies with Cross Suna and Kono in 3 days. So it's that's superhuman. But she scales up to subsonic movement because she can move over 105 miles per hour in short distances. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Durability, wall level. What else can you say? Huh? What else? Lefty strength, at least class 50 or likely class 100, because you can like lift a 98-ton tree log that can easily rip off a ship's mast, and up to like class K with the kunai throwing, because she could like launch Naruto 7 meters, pinning his foes without hurting him. Striking strength, class MJ. Well, like she could like chop down trees with kunais and punch opponents several meters away. So yeah. Stamina level average, can withstand the force of death. So pretty much yeah. Now, post time skip. Her destructive capability should be city block level casually, because she can casually produce punches that could uplift the earth or create large craters that in the ground via superior to pre-time skip. Likely town level plus via pretty much can break out of size ink restraint, and which can restrain Kabuto, who's superior to Jiboro, who can send a giant Choji flying, or at least small city level with a chakra enchanting strength compared to Saisori. Up to mountain level can defeat the puppet of the third Hokage, to be comparable to surpass base Tsune. At least multi-continental level comparable to, you know, Cubic Club 1 Naruto, and far superior to Tsune. And pretty much likely moon level. She should be moon level. You know, because, you know, comparable to, you know, Cubic Club Momo 2 Naruto and full power Killer Bee. So yeah. Her speed, hypersonic. Yep, she can be hypersonic because you can like react to Sasori's water cutter blast. And she's massively hypersonic. Actually, she's actually massively hypersonic because she's much faster than before. Pretty much way faster. VS power scale. And she should be real like real resistant power scaling because of you know, Cubic Club mode 1 through 2 Naruto, and Eternal Mageku Sharingan Sasuke should be faster than the Hokage. So yeah. Now to like the durability. Her durability at her strongest, well, pretty much moon level, or it's like multi-continental level to moon level, because she's comparable to Cubic Club 1 Naruto and 2 Naruto, and the full power of Killer Bee far superior than the 4th Hokage. Royal Kage, my bad. Royal Kage, not the 4th Hokage, Royal Kage. Trying to like lifting strength, class G, because she's like far superior than Jiburo. And likely class P, can punch Sasori's iron blocks, moving at high speeds. Striking strength, GJ casually, or at least PJ can casually punch around iron sand at a level a cave indirectly from a fist, and should be at best class UJ plus. Now this is all on the fucking versus battle wiki of all these classes, right? But they removed it because they're dumbasses. They're dumbasses. So it probably won't even mean much to you. Her stamina high as hell, because she can summon Katsuyu easily and start healing the alliance and pull up a decent fight all at the same time. So yeah. Now for Naruto, like the last, and Boruto, Sakura. Her destructive capability is at least multi-continental level casually, because she was able to easily defeat an army of version 2 cloak Anbus, and defeat a fully cloaked Anbu captain who was comparable to Cubic Cloak Mode 1 Naruto at 50% Kurama's chakra. Pretty much. She's up to moon level via power scale, because she should be comparable to the full power of Killer Bee and Cubic Cloak Mode 2 Naruto. She should be planet level, well, small planet level actually, because she like as an adult she's easily comparable to Hashirama and Madara in base. She'll be at least on par with current 5 Kage and all the suppressed Kinshiki, pretty much. Now she should be likely large planet level. Now I know y'all what y'all gonna say. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm clicking off. I'm just liking the video. Well, look, she should be any weaker than Cubicle Mode 1 Naruto from the last movie era, and she should be superior to Nori, and can fight Shin Uchiha, who fight a suppressed Naruto and Sasuke, and she'll become close to 8 guys casual, striking strength. Coming really close, right? Just close. Now for her speed, she should be like, she's relativistic to likely faster than light with power scaling, because she should be like as fast as Cubicle Mode 1 Naruto and Boruto era, who can effortlessly dodge light speed beams from Delta, who is far superior to Kaoi, who can do the same. Bam. Durability, multi-continental plus casually. Up to moon level, pretty much, power scaling. And, because, comparable to Killer Bee, Cubicle Mode 2 Naruto, yep. And she should be at least, like, small planet level as an adult. Because, like I said before, she's comparable. She should be easily comparable to Hashirama and Madara and base. Just saying. And a suppressed Kinship. And planet level. Large planet level. Because of what I stated before. Now her living strength should be class P. Striking strength class YJ or class NJ. All the way up to class XKJ. I wish they would have brought this back so we know what the fuck this means. Her stamina, high. It's still high. And yeah, pretty much that's it. That is it, people. That's pretty much what the fuck how strong she is. That is how strong she is. I know this video is long as hell. Right? It's long as hell. I didn't want to make this like long as hell. I didn't even go win over her abilities pretty much. Like all her like skills and techniques and shit. But pretty much this is the premise of how strong she is. She's not fucking weak. She's far from weak. In fact, the fucking Byakugo seal or the Yin seal. That's how that's the other way to say it, so you don't have to say it. It's very powerful. Now, like, look, it's fucking insane how powerful this shit is. Because pretty much, look, it pretty much gives you the ability to regenerate. There's like, or like, look, pretty much, it's like, it gives you the ability to regenerate, but there's a limit how much you can regenerate because the cells can like multiply in like a certain number of times before they reach their biological limit and die. Because of this, you like whatever you heal using the seal, you shorten your lifespan. Like right, pretty much it. However, before your cells reach the biological limit, you were able to heal from pretty much crazy things, like Sakura being stabbed through the spine with Sakura's true seeking ball in the shape of a rod, which whatever it touches turns to dust, right? And pretty much like the fucking seal gives you near unfathomable amount of chakra, and the chakra can be transferred to wherever the user touches. This scene when Sakura was giving her chakra to Obito in order for Obito to open portals in several different dimensions. And how is this impressive? It's because, like, pretty much, to put it in perspective of how much chakra was needed to do this, Obito tells one of Naruto's shadow clones that its chakra wouldn't be enough to help him open a portal. But Sakura was able to be more than enough to open three portals. This will mean, like, after only 3 years of charging, her fucking seal had more than 3 times that amount of a chakra that the Naruto shadow clone has. This will mean that the seal gives her Okusuki levels of chakra. However, you know, you need to explain this, like to prove that, you know, her seal gives her Akusuki levels of chakra. You have to understand how powerful Naruto shadow clones are. So pretty much, if you know how strong fucking Naruto's chakra, not chakra, her shadow clone, like pretty much the shadow clones are, that's the fucking amount of chakra she has, like, to be comparable. So pretty much, yes. That's all I have to say, people. That's pretty much it. Okay, so like, yeah. No, so like overall, you already know what it is. You already know what it is. She's fucking planet level, faster than light. Has the durability to handle the planet level shit. She's fucking strong as hell. And she's underrated. Sakura is that fucking strong, and you know how strong she is. You heard it from me. So, yep, I'm gonna give like the thanks for the people who made this. And yeah, I'm gonna link it like in the description below so you can read it out for yourself. But yeah, pretty much that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope we can see you guys next in the next time in the video. And yeah, have a great day. Peace.